welcome. Welcome to my HR talk show. It is a real pleasure to be here with you again. My name is Eva Dias. I am the CEO and founder of a company called Phoenix Human Capital Solutions. And my company's mission is to help people and organizations to unveil and unleash their potential to become whatever they want at the highest and fullest of their capabilities. And with that, I am going to introduce you the topic of today. It is called life purpose. You just heard what is my mission in my company, my job mission. So, why is it important to have a life purpose statement? It is very simple. First of all, we live in a world of branding, marketing, visibility. If we are not visible and we cannot articulate what we do and what we are here for on this earth, it's going to be hard to attract other people's attention, and even harder to having them really interested in getting to know us better, and even more, getting to know the value that we can add to their lives. So, having a purpose, a life purpose, and in written will help you to articulate what you think you are here for, even in the elevator. You know, the famous elevator pitch. I myself am very proud to say that I've developed my purpose statement. I think I was 8 years old. And it was very simple. I want two things. First, work with people. Second, make sure that I would live an international life. And why these two? Because since then, since I was so little, I had developed the eagerness to get to know other people in the world, their culture, their languages, their social behavior, because I knew inside of my heart that that would be a way for me to really expand myself and grow as an individual, as a human being, as a professional. And I have to tell you that I have designed and planned my life, everything I did, to meet my purpose, my life purpose. The other advantage of having one, and this is big, is that during the course of my riding the waves of my purpose, as anybody else, I did have big challenges. And what helped me was my purpose. I would always revisit my purpose to reminding me why we were doing the things that I was doing. And the answer was always the same. It is because this is aligned to your purpose, your life purpose. And how good is that? So that makes you very strong in what you want to accomplish. There is nothing that will be stronger enough to break the cycle of what you want to be and your legacy, what you want to leave by the time you are no longer here in this world. That's another thing that's very important. So, at this point, you might be asking yourselves, if you still don't have a life purpose developed, defined, and written, how easy or how difficult it is to have one, I have to tell you, it is not difficult at all. Only because it doesn't matter on what part or time of your life you are experiencing now. You have accomplished a lot. The problem is if you didn't have, what I call this big scheme of things, which is named life purpose, you might not be really collecting the best or the highest of the earnings that you could. It's like just doing things for the sake of doing. But if you link this back to a purpose, that it is, much bigger, for sure you are gonna bring way much value to your life. I want to bring this conversation to work because at the end of the day, we talk business here, we talk human resources, we talk humans above all, okay? And why I'm saying this? Well, I had a 30 years career in the corporate life and a wonderful career. And I have decided, because of personal circumstances, to make a big change and a transition in my life around 5 years ago. And that was the moment that I decided to quit my corporate life, put together my own business and my HR practice. And it was one of the best things that happened to me because I was closing a cycle. My career in corporations was one of the best, or the best that I could have. But it was a time for change. And today I consider to be so blessed because of that, or because of this change and this transition. And I kind of shaped a little bit my life purpose. I moved from working with people and having an international life to making a positive impact in people's lives. And the international career is still on because I am still away from my so loved country, Brazil. But what really matters most today is really, accomplish my mission of helping people one at a time. And for that, I really had to reshape myself in the way I was living my life. And I started to find happiness. Yes, happiness was a word that somehow, somewhere, we were not really used to. But I start to pursue happiness. And this is part of the United States Constitution, right? The pursuit of happiness. However, we don't need this to be happy. All we need to do is really to ensure what we want to be. And in my case, I really shift from being focused on making money and having things to show to others, just to show how successful I was, to come inside myself, appreciate myself, the great person that I discovered I was and I am, and build everything else around this. And what happened to me is that I stopped worrying myself about things like what are people thinking about me, because I came to realize that that didn't define me anymore. And with that, I started to lower my judgment, first with myself and immediately with others, because we judge others because we judge ourselves in the first place. I've started to appreciate everything I have. I've started to develop a way much better quality of relationships. And I've started to experience something that I cannot even describe in terms of feeling good inside, sleeping much better, developing my spirituality and really stop caring about things that doesn't or don't make any or don't bring any value to our lives. Care very little for those things or zero. And I can tell you, it feels really, really good. So let's go back to the question. How easy it is to put together a life purpose? Well, first of all, you go through an exercise of asking you questions that you probably never asked. You're going to be asking yourself things like, what really matters to me and how do I want to live the rest of my life? Who are the people that I admire that live their lives just like that? What are the benefits that these people experience? How about the people surrounding me? How am I impacting their lives? Am I doing what I am supposed to do as a father, as a spouse, as a son, as a brother or sister? So, those questions will help you to start shape up your life purpose. So next, you start to put together this in a sentence or two. It needs to be very short because you need to be able to articulate it in an elevator. The famous elevator pitch. Someone asks you in the elevator, what is your life purpose? You are going to be able to just articulate in few seconds. Also, a way to go before you finish up is to share it with the people that you know and you trust, with your spouses, your mentors, your coaches, your friends. You are going to be gaining lots of insights to help you to shape up and finalize your life purpose statement. And I can help you as well. Don't forget that. Always. So just send me your questions. Eva Dias at phoenix8csolutions.com. I love to interact you. I love to interact more with you. And as I always say, I am here to help you to manage your own careers and as leaders to manage the most important assets of your business, your people. With that, I'm going to say goodbye for today. You know, I love you all.